Hi everyone, welcome back. So I thought I'd just introduce you guys to the newest member of my family. So this here is Norman. So he's a royal python, which kind of is a bit surprising to some people, because when people think of pythons, they think of these really massive, powerful snakes that are big enough to eat the likes of deer and antelope. But while Norman here is certainly very powerful for his size, they're actually getting much bigger than this. He's about 3 foot long now. If he was a female, he'd be a little bit larger, but at only 5 years old, he is possibly going to get a bit larger still. But these guys are so placid and so docile, it's incredible. So a little bit of background about the royal python. So they come from Western and Central Africa, where they inhabit a few different habitats, such as forest, scrubland and grassland. They spend a lot of time in burrows because they are primarily nocturnal, but they are actually very adept climbers. In fact, it's actually believed they should be classed as semi-arboreal, which means tree-dwelling. And a little bit about background about Norman himself as an individual. So as we said before, he's about 5 years old, and I've had him for about 4 months now, because his previous owner was unfortunately not able to care for him anymore. But every time I see him, I'm so glad I was able to take him on. And I just have absolutely no doubt in my mind that this guy's going to be an incredible ambassador for his species, because as we all know, snakes get a very hugely undeserved reputation. And this guy will do just wonders trying to dispel that. I mean, look at him now. He's just being so docile and so curious. Aren't you, matey? Well, before we go, guys, you might want to know why we call them royal pythons, because these guys go by another name, which is the ball python. When they're threatened, they can curl into a tight ball to protect their head, because tribe leaders in Africa have actually been known to keep these as pets, which they'll often wear around their neck and on their arms as a sign of power. Which is a really kind of a nice image really for snakes, because they're often depicted as very evil animals, almost like the Satan incarnate. But they're very important, and we'll go through these in a lot more detail in other videos. But until then, guys, thank you so much for listening, and see you next time.